He's with us now. Hello, Mark Mitchell.
Hi, Leah. How are you?
You're a busy man, aren't you?
Yeah, well, it is busy at the moment, but hey, always have time to come on the show with you.
Thank you, Mark. So look, I'm going to start. There's a few things because you have been busy that I want to get through. Let's start with the treaty provisions that were set up. That are set up to be scrapped from the Corrections Amendment Bill. It was introduced by the previous government. The provisions compelled corrections to incorporate tiriti principles. Would that be a fair assessment of it?
Yeah, there was a few things here, 4 or 5 things here, but look, the reality of this is as part of our incoming government coalition agreement is that there is a review of treaty provisions and how they interact with legislation. And so the decision was taken by Cabinet that there was no point putting that through until that review was done. It doesn't impact or affect in any way, shape or form the way that corrections work with iwi and hapu. They have a critically important role to play in terms of both the rehabilitation programs that we provide in corrections and also the reintegration.
Oh, good. Because I was thinking, look, I read through some of it and I thought, my goodness, there was a provision to make access to cultural activities which prisoners could temporarily be released. I mean, what the hell's that for? A kapa haka competition or a tangi?
Yeah, look, there's already provision inside the system at the moment in terms of programs that are delivered around culture and not just Maori. Actually, we have an Asian population, we have Pacific population, we have European population, but yes, you've got to be, corrections take it very seriously in terms of who gets the privilege of being released, and it's important that corrections maintain the ability to be able to manage that properly.
Yeah. I also, moving on there, Mark, I spoke with Hora Whenua Bernie Wandin this week about the 200 or so boy races in Levin. He was, just disgusted by it, and he said he wanted police to have more powers. You do too, don't you?
Yeah, I do. What I want to is strengthen up the existing legislation around the seizure and forfeiture of these boy racers vehicles that want to come out, take over rural communities or the local town and do burnouts. And so I'm working with Simeon Brown, who is the Minister of Transport and actually holds the legislation, to strengthen that. So we're doing work on that at the moment. Obviously, it'll be a cabinet decision in terms of how it progresses and what that looks like. But from my perspective, as the Minister of Police, I quite simply want the ability for police to be able to seize and keep and, in some cases, or in all cases, maybe crush these vehicles.
Oh, seize and keep and crush. Mark, you'll get yours. No, I like it.
Yeah, look, I think the reality is this, Leah, is that at the moment the police can seize these vehicles, but they get returned to them. And it's not a deterrent. It's obviously not a deterrent. I think that a very strong message and deterrent is quite simply to say, if you want to come out and take over public roads and terrorise communities, abuse and assault police officers and members of the public, and put others in danger, then you're going to lose your vehicle.
Are we going to need a nickname for you, i.e. what Judith Crusher Collins had? I was trying to think of one for you, Mark.
There's only one Crusher Collins.
I wanted to have one for when you got here, but I'm not firing on full cylinders today.
I'm very happy to stay with Mark. That's fine.
Okay, we'll stay with Mark. Hey, look, finally, actually, the $2.7 million mongrel mob-led meth rehab, Kahukura, will stop receiving money from the proceeds of crime fund from this year. Bravo.
Yeah, that's gone. I mean, what a perverse thing to do, to take taxpayers' money and give it to a group of organised, these gangs are organised crime groups. They're the ones peddling the drugs and the meth, and the previous government was handing out millions of dollars of taxpayers' money to them for so-called meth programs. It's completely perverse. I don't think the public ever supported that. I know the police found it offensive that they're out there serving and protecting their community, and these idiots that are getting this money handed out are the ones actually out there causing the harm.